Thank you for coming to this study session. We're going to be talking about progress monitoring and what is progress monitoring. Our objectives for this session is to know what progress monitoring is, why use progress monitoring, how to use progress monitoring, how to design and implement probes, and what is RTI, response to intervention. We're going to start with the definition of progress monitoring and why it's important. Progress monitoring is used to access students' academic performance to quantify a student's rate of improvement or responsiveness to instruction and evaluate the effectiveness of that instruction. And that benefits the teacher in many ways, because you can really focus in on what you're doing right and reevaluate and change some things. So, or keep going if everything's going good. Why use progress monitoring and what are the benefits? First off, students learn more quickly because they're receiving more appropriate instruction. Just like we said previously, where the teacher knows if the student is progressing at a rate that's comparable to other students his or her age, then of course you're on target and you're on your benchmarks, then you're doing fine. But if the student is not performing up to benchmark level or progress, then of course you have to make some changes somehow. Teachers make more informed instructional decisions that way, and you can also document the student's progress. It's going to be available for, say, like instructional administrative team or parents who ask, say for example, if a parent asks how their student is doing, you'll have the progress monitoring for that student, so you can show them exactly the level they were at a month ago, and you can show them exactly where they're going and the benchmark and things like that. So if you have all of that information, that improves accountability. Also, it improves communication with the parents, because they'll be excited to know that you know exactly where their child is in their development. Also, teachers can identify when students are struggling or deficient in areas and respond before a student is far behind in something. For example, if a student has a problem with a skill, you can focus in on that skill and see how many other students are having that problem. If a lot of students are having problems with that skill, you may need to change the way you approach how you teach that skill. If it's just one student, you can work on some specific instruction, differentiated instruction, focused in on that particular skill. Can we assure achievement for every child? Absolutely. This is why progress monitoring is important. Progress monitoring can be implemented with individual students as well as an entire class. It is a practice that helps teachers use student performance data to continually evaluate the effectiveness of their teaching and make more informed instructional decisions. This is important because today's education climate, school success is defined as ensuring achievement for every single student. By being proactive before